I do no harm to myself, my family, my community, other families or communities who live in peace and unity with others. I am protection.
My name is Dr. Saida Pepra, and I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. When I started working in the field of psychology, I worked primarily in community mental health centers. And so I was working with families and children and adults. Many of them had been sexually abused as children. When I started working in the correctional facilities, I came into contact with a sex offender population. I had had some training in sex offender treatment prior, but my direct contact with individuals who have been identified and charged and sentenced for sex offenses happened when I worked as a correctional psychologist.
This channel focuses on the guiding principles of peace and unity, and its premise do good, do no harm. We examine important problems and issues related to the black community, some of them difficult to talk about. One goal is to heal those who have been harmed and prevent harm to others. Another goal is to provide examples of success and opportunities to overcome challenges. You've just met our clinical psychologist. She's going to guide you through our series on child sexual abuse. We hope that you will use this information to help someone or even become an advocate for the protection of children. You can go to our website, thegppu.org. In the resources section, there are related materials to help you, your family, friends, and community. You can also get the guiding principles of peace and unity and its set of violations at thegppu.org. That will help you understand us better. If you think this is important work, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Now continue watching. Our psychologist has a little bit more information for you. Do good, do no harm.
Child sexual abuse and pedophilia are not something that we see as problems only in certain communities and certain ethnic populations or within certain racial structures. We see this as an issue across the spectrum of race and ethnicity and even across the spectrum of socioeconomic status. But it is important to know that there are some higher risk factors. And we find that socioeconomic status really plays a heavy role in the risk of children to sexual abuse. Three times as likely, actually, is what we find that children from lower socioeconomic homes are experiencing sexual abuse than other children. So this also then overlays with the rates that we see in the African American community, where children in African American homes tend to be two times as likely to experience childhood sexual abuse than other children. And it's important as we're looking at this statistic, though, to recognize that it is difficult to tease out the impact of the socioeconomic status of so many children in African American homes that happen to live in lower socioeconomic communities, and the overlay of that with just being in the African American community, which in and of itself shouldn't give any particular risk one way or the other. And so we're looking at sort of a spectrum of understanding as we're looking at the statistics. But African American children do tend to be two times as likely to be sexually abused. And again, three times as likely for children of any race to be sexually abused if they come from a lower socioeconomic status.